where your life seems really in chaos, you wonder, what in the world is going on here? What is God doing in the middle of all this? Sometimes we have it where a moment comes along and we think, I could really get ahead, but it would require that I bend the rules a bit. I'd have to be dishonest. I'd have to be deceptive. I'd have to cover up some things, or I'd have to betray the trust of another person. And we're sort of in that dilemma. What does God want us to do? It can seem like a moment given to us by God. Here comes your chance for success. Here comes your chance to get ahead. Isn't that what God wants for us? The answer ultimately is no. God will work in surprising ways to bring about His plans in our lives. He'll work in surprising ways to fix a marriage that's going through a very strenuous time. He'll work in surprising ways to provide for our financial and our material needs when it seems like, oh, I don't know where the money's going to come from. He'll work in surprising ways to lead us into His will, whether it's family-wise, career-wise, professionally, personally, whatever it might be. We don't need to take matters into our own hands. Trust that obeying God is always best. Trust His sovereignty. Trust His sovereign care. And then learn to trust His care, His tender care for us. So trust His sovereignty, but trust His care. Now you have to wonder from David's point of view, how many times did David get worn out, and did he question what God was doing? Did he question whether or not God was taking care of him? And I say that because in verse 1 we read that it's the Ziphites that trigger this whole story. The Ziphites go up to Saul and say, hey, you know what? David is hiding over there again. Now that's the second time that the Ziphites have been able to do that. It's the second time the Ziphites have betrayed David.